Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in? Like you see things other people don't see. You notice patterns. You question everything. You feel things deeper than most people around you. And sometimes that feels like a weakness. You look around and wonder, why does everyone else seem so certain while I'm stuck thinking about everything? But here's the truth. The reason you feel different might not be because something is wrong with you. It might be because your mind works differently. Because the rarest people in the world are not always the loudest. They're not always the ones getting attention. Sometimes they're the quiet ones sitting in the background, watching, learning, thinking, growing. And today, you're going to discover 7 signs that you may have a rare mind, a mind that only a small percentage of people ever develop. So listen carefully, because one of these signs might explain your entire life. Maybe you've spent years feeling like you're behind. Maybe you're 20, 30, 40 years old, and there's still a voice inside your head asking, is this really all I'm capable of? Maybe you've watched other people move forward while you feel like you're standing still. Friends buying houses, people you know getting promotions, others chasing their dreams, and you're sitting there wondering why you can't just figure it out. You try to motivate yourself. You watch videos, you read books, you make promises. This time I'm gonna change. But then life happens. You get tired, you lose confidence, you start questioning yourself again, and slowly you begin believing the worst thing possible. Maybe I'm just not special. But what if the struggle itself is actually a sign? What if the reason you felt different your whole life is because you've been carrying something most people never develop? A deeper level of awareness, a stronger ability to see beyond the obvious, a mind that refuses to accept a small life. Because here's something nobody tells you. The people who change the world are usually not the people who think exactly like everyone else. They're the people who were willing to question what everyone else accepted. The people who saw opportunity where others saw problems. The people who kept going when nobody understood them. And maybe that's you. Let me tell you about a man named Daniel. Daniel wasn't born talented. He wasn't the smartest person in his class. He wasn't the person everyone expected to succeed. Actually, most people overlooked him. Growing up, Daniel was the quiet kid, the one who sat in the back, the one who listened more than he spoke. Teachers told him, "You think too much." Friends told him, "You're overanalyzing everything." And for a while, Daniel believed them. He thought something was wrong with him, because while everyone else seemed comfortable following the crowd, he always had questions. Why do people do what they do? Why do some people succeed while others stay stuck? Why do people give up right before things change? He couldn't turn his brain off. At night, while everyone else was sleeping, Daniel was thinking, planning, imagining, trying to understand life. But instead of seeing that as a gift, he saw it as a burden. After college, Daniel got a normal job, and at first, everything looked fine. Paycheck, routine, a stable life. But every morning, he woke up with the same feeling. I'm wasting something. Not his time, not his energy, something deeper, his potential. He knew he had more inside him, but fear kept winning. The fear of failing, the fear of being judged, the fear of starting over. So he stayed comfortable for years, until one day he reached his breaking point. He was sitting in his car after another exhausting day, staring at the steering wheel, and he realized something terrifying. He wasn't afraid of failing anymore. He was afraid of succeeding too late. He realized he had spent years waiting for permission, waiting to feel ready, waiting for confidence. But confidence never came first. Action came first. So Daniel made one decision. He would stop trying to become someone else. He would finally use the mind he already had.
He started studying. He started building. He started failing. But every failure taught him something. Every mistake gave him information. Every setback made him sharper. Years later, Daniel built a successful business. But the biggest transformation wasn't his career. It was the way he saw himself. He finally understood the things he hated about himself were the things that made him different. His deep thinking became his advantage. His sensitivity became awareness. His curiosity became intelligence. And that's when he learned the truth. A rare mind is not a mind that never struggles. A rare mind is a mind that transforms struggle into growth.
The main principle of this entire video is this: your awareness is your greatest advantage. Most people go through life asleep. They react, they follow, they accept. They never stop to ask, why am I doing this? Is this really what I want? Who am I becoming? But a rare mind does something different. A rare mind observes, it questions, it searches. And that can feel lonely, because when you start seeing things differently, you realize not everyone wants to look deeper. Now let's talk about the 7 signs. Number 1, you question everything. The first sign you have a rare mind, you don't just accept things because everyone else does. You ask why. You don't follow traditions blindly. You don't believe something just because it's popular. You analyze, you investigate, you think for yourself. And yes, this can make life harder because people who question everything often feel like outsiders. But every great invention started with one person asking, why? Why can't we fly? Why can't we communicate instantly? Why can't things be better? The world moves forward because someone refuses to accept that's just how it is. If you constantly question the world around you, that may not be confusion, that may be curiosity. Number 2, you notice patterns others miss. A rare mind sees connections. You notice people's behavior. You notice small details. You notice changes in energy. You might walk into a room and immediately sense something feels different. You might not even know how you know. You just know. That's because your brain is constantly collecting information. You're observing things other people ignore. This is why creative people, entrepreneurs, leaders, and innovators often think differently. They don't just see what exists, they see what could exist. Number 3, you spend time alone thinking. A lot of people fear being alone, but rare minds often use solitude as a place of growth. Because when everything becomes quiet, you finally hear yourself, your ideas, your doubts, your dreams, your fears. Most people avoid silence because silence forces them to face themselves. But a strong mind can sit with uncomfortable thoughts and learn from them. Number 4, you feel deeply. Maybe you've been told you're too sensitive. But what if your sensitivity is actually awareness? You notice emotions, you understand people, you feel moments deeply. Yes, it can hurt, because when you care deeply, you also feel disappointment deeply. But the same heart that feels pain can also create incredible things. Number 5, you're constantly improving. A rare mind is never satisfied with staying the same, not because you hate yourself, but because you know you can grow. You read, you learn, you reflect, you look at your past self and say, I'm not the same person anymore. Growth becomes part of who you are.
Number 6, you struggle with being understood. This one is important. Sometimes having a different mind feels lonely. You explain your ideas, and people don't understand. You share your dreams, and people think they're unrealistic. But remember, a seed looks nothing like a tree. People often judge what they see before they understand what something can become. Not everyone will understand your vision. That doesn't mean your vision is wrong. Number 7. You feel like you're meant for more. Deep inside, you have a feeling, a quiet voice, a belief that you are capable of something bigger. Not because you think you're better than others, but because you know you haven't reached your potential yet. That feeling is powerful because your future self is waiting. The person you could become is waiting for you to stop doubting and start moving. The truth is, your greatest enemy might not be failure. It might be spending your entire life hiding your abilities. Nobody tells you this. A lot of talented people never become successful, not because they weren't capable, because they never believed themselves long enough. They let fear become louder than their potential. But the moment you realize your differences are not weaknesses, everything changes. The same mind that kept you awake at night can become the mind that builds your future. The same questions that made you feel lost can become the questions that lead you forward. So, what do you do now? First, stop trying to fit into every room. Your goal is not to be accepted by everyone. Your goal is to become the strongest version of yourself. Second, protect your attention. Your mind becomes what you constantly consume. Be careful what you watch. Be careful what voices you allow into your life. Third, write down your thoughts, your ideas, your questions, your observations. A powerful mind needs a place to put its power. Fourth, take action before you feel ready. The people who grow are not the people without fear. They are the people who move while fear is still there. And finally, stop seeing your differences as problems. They might be the exact reason you were able to do something nobody else could. So, maybe you've spent years wondering why you feel different. Maybe you thought you were too much, too emotional, too thoughtful, too ambitious. But maybe you were never too much. Maybe you were just surrounded by people who didn't understand your depth. Your mind is a tool, but every tool has to be used. A brilliant mind sitting in fear creates nothing. A brave mind in action can change everything. Your future self is waiting for one decision, the decision to stop questioning whether you're capable and start proving it. So, if you saw yourself in this video, don't ignore that feeling. Take one small action today, one step, one promise, one move forward. Because the life you want is not built by the people who wait, it's built by the people who begin. If this message connected with you, subscribe for more videos like this. And remember, the rarest thing about you might be the thing you spent your whole life trying to hide. Now, go use it.